Hey everybody. I'm kind of new to this. It said I'm live. I hope it's working. I can't see the chat on my tablet, so I've got to keep looking back at the screen. So forgive me if I look like I'm looking away. This is still new. Hey Joey. I guess that you are the first official one in chat on my debut live, and I appreciate you being here. There's Beverly Moffett. Hey, thank you for being here. I don't really know how many people might come in, and but I'm not gonna lie to you. I mean, I'll appreciate anybody that just wants to stop by, even if it's just to say hey in the chat. Hey, Melinda. I just figure because I'm not that exciting. I didn't grow up on a farm. I grew up at a gas station, but I just figured that it could just be a hodgepodge of topics and conversation. Hey, Megan. I'll just kind of let a Tuesday tell its story. You know, somebody might say something in the chat that we get to talking about, and I'll just kind of let everybody have, their chance to say something. And like I said, that's how most time good conversations get started, just on a whim. Somebody says a word. Hey, Niecy. Hey, Ginger. Hey, Derek. That's weird that you're actually in my live instead of the other way around. I can't see the chat on my tablet, so I'm having to kind of look away, do the little side eye to my computer. Hey, Lynn. I'm doing good. I hope you are. I appreciate everybody that has popped in so far. Y'all, it's still a little nerve-wracking for me to know I'm doing this, but I have been excited all day. Just, curious about who all might come in and able to come in because there was no pressure. I mean, I get it. For me, it's Tuesday at a little after 6 o'clock. There's things going on, people just getting home from work. It's just the way it is. But like I said, I appreciate anybody that just gets to pop in and say, hey. Y'all are probably going to see me use my chapstick a lot. I'm as bad with my chapstick as Derek is with clearing his throat. But I can't help it. But that's one reason, too, that I decided to kind of name this whole thing, like Talk About Tuesday. Because like I said, I mean, anything can come up. It could be weather, anything. Lynn, you were talking about my hair. Thank you so much. I didn't get home until almost 5:30, so I was running around mad because I've never liked the way I looked in pictures. And that is definitely not an insult to my twin sister. She's always beautiful, but not me. I've never liked having my picture made. I hope I've not missed anybody that's come in. I think I've told everybody, hey. So yeah, looks like there's 10 people in here so far. Um, I really do appreciate that. Y'all have definitely. Oh, now there's 11. Um, I guess we just need to start talking about something then. I actually had, because I've mentioned this before. I grew up in a haunted house, and I know most people don't believe in ghosts, and that's perfectly fine. It is what it is. But I grew up in a house that there was so many things that happened that there was just no other logical explanation to be had. I mean, it was weird things, scary things. Hey, Piggy, thanks for being here. Oh, yeah, I forgot about moderators. I forget how Derek told me to do that. Okay, Joey, I added you as a moderator. Derek, do I do managing moderator or standard? I have no idea.
What?
Managing moderator or standard moderator?
I might tell you managing moderator. He's pretty tough.
Okay, so I don't want to just volunteer people if they don't want to. This is a new step for me. I forgot that Derek told me I could do that. Does anybody else want to be a moderator? I don't want to just pick somebody that doesn't want to. Just let me know in chat if somebody else wants to. So Ginger and Megan don't mind? Okay. Add as a moderator. So I should do standard? Yeah, I'll just do standard. Because I don't think somebody's going to be in here that really shouldn't be. Okay, that's got me 3 moderators. Oh, Lynn, I don't know how many I need. Lynn, I'll make you one too. Okay, that's got 4. But what I was saying, like I said, I grew up in a house that there was just unexplainable things. Not every day, and not every night, but enough in the 21 years that I lived there to just, like I said, had no explanation. So I might get into one of my stories. They're not long, and I'll try not to make it so boring. But yeah, I figured that could be, something that Mike could talk about, because it's only 8 minutes after 6. I know this hour is going to fly by quick, but unless y'all got something else you want to start talking about first, I'll just jump right into my, what I call, the disappearing doll story. Oh, Derek might go take a nap. Yeah, he's heard these stories so many times. I agree, Piggy. But yeah, like I said, I'll just jump right in. I do have permission from my twin sister to use her first name, and it's Rhonda. And so when me and Rhonda was, we were about 5 years old, we had each got a doll piece for Christmas. And the doll, she had a hard plastic head, but her body was soft. And Rhonda's doll had on a red satin dress, and mine had on a blue satin dress. And they had one of those crier boxes in them, to where when you tipped her backwards, she would cry. And actually, with these dolls, though, when you tipped her backwards, her little eyelids would work. They would close and open. But I really don't remember how. Oh my gosh! I said Rhonda's name. She's like Beetlejuice. I said her name, and there she is. Rhonda Butler is my twin sister, and she's in the chat. She said that she wasn't going to watch my live, but here she is. She's just made my night. Not that I don't appreciate all of y'all being here, but she definitely has surprised me by showing up. But back to the story right quick. Like I said, and I'll try not to make it long and drawn out. And if I get anything wrong, if she's still in the chat, she can correct me. I really don't know how long it was after Christmas. Me and Rhonda wasn't able to start kindergarten until August of 1982, even though we turned 5 that January, because that was a rule down here. You had to turn 5 at the start of the school year. And it's just possible that it was the summertime when we weren't in school yet. But we were playing on top of Mom and Daddy's bed, and they had a double bed. But to us, being just kids, it felt like a king. And Mama always made up the bed. You could bounce a quarter off of it. The top, comforter or quilt was tucked under the pillows. It had a footboard on the bed. It was tucked down between the mattress and the footboard. But us crawling around on top of it, you could tell that somebody had been on top of the bed. Oh, sorry, y'all. But we had Rhonda's doll was on it. We had, if I remember right, a coloring book, some crayons, maybe some construction paper. But we both had to pee. So, and we'd always go together, and too much information, but 47 years old, and when we're in each other's presence, we still do. But to get to the bathroom, you just walked right out of Mom and Daddy's bedroom, turned to the left down the hallway, and 6 steps, you were in the bathroom. So we weren't gone 2 minutes, 3 minutes tops. And Rhonda had went back into Mom and Daddy's bedroom first, and I was washing my hands, and she turned around and she said, "Where's my doll? What did you do with my doll?" And I just remember telling her that I didn't do anything. And we walked both back into the room, and we looked on the bed. She wasn't on top of the bed. So I looked under the bed on the big side. Rhonda looked between the wall and the bed. She wasn't on the floor. So we both climbed back up on the bed, and it was just baffling to 2 5-year-olds where her doll had went. When, like I said, we weren't even gone for 2 or 3 minutes. And as I was crawling back on top of the bed, I felt something under my knee. And we both got back off the bed, and I lifted up the comforter part as much as I could, just pulled it up the side, and I reached my hand under it, and I could feel the doll, but I couldn't get her. I then pulled the flat sheet out from under the mattress, and practically halfway unmaking the bed, pulled that flat sheet out, run my hand under that, and I still couldn't get her. Y'all, I had to take the fitted sheet out from under the mattress, and the doll was in the middle of the foot of the bed. So I run my hand as far under there as I could, and I finally caught the doll's leg, and I grabbed her out from under all that cover now. And I just remember holding her up by her leg, and she cried. The doll did, because she had that noisemaker in her. And I remember Rhonda looking at me saying, "How did you do that? How did you get her under there?" And to a bunch of 5-year-olds, a couple of 5-year-olds, it was baffling. She knew that she didn't do it, and I was failing to convince her that I did it, that I didn't do it. But we both were, I think we were both scared of something. We just didn't know what to be scared of. But anyway, we took off trying to find Mama, and we found Mama. She was outside hanging out clothes. So she wasn't even in the house by the time we left to go to the bathroom and get back to the bed. She wasn't even in the house. So there you go. I know it's not as fascinating to some, but to, and me and Rhonda actually didn't even start talking about that again until we were grown, and we both remembered that. And with all the goings on in the house, we knew, there was something going on in the house. But yeah, that's the disappearing doll story. Um, like I said, I know it's not as exciting, but y'all, me just telling it, I still see things so plainly in my head. That's been 42 years ago, and it's just something I won't forget, or hadn't forgotten yet. I'm not sure if she still has been in the chat. I hadn't been really reading what people said. Um, oh, y'all, I'm sure y'all saw this. She says hello to all of Gina's other family. And that's a perfect description. But as many friends as I have made through Derek's channel and stuff, um, Rhonda is my best friend. We might as well have been attached at the hip or something. But like I said, that is just one of many ghost stories that I have. I won't get into it tonight, but there's another one that Rhonda was actually present for. I wasn't. It was just Mama and Rhonda in the house, and that one got a way more physical and scary than just the doll being somehow hidden under 3 layers of quilt and sheets and at the foot of the bed. I mean, I practically had to unmake that bed to get the doll out. And like I said, all that took place in less than 3 minutes that it disappeared. And I'm sure, though, at some point in time, everybody has some unexplained, something other that's went on in their life. Um, I think it's easy to, certain things are just a no-brainer. Yeah, a house is going to creak as it settles, changing weather, going from hot to cold, going from cold to hot is going to make floors creak and walls pop. But the house me and Rhonda grew up in, it was beyond just a creaking floorboard and a popping, settling house at night. Oh, thank you, Joey. I'm glad y'all think I'm doing an amazing job. Or I'm sorry, I said the word amazing. I'm putting words in your mouth. You said awesome. I'll take awesome. And Derek is right, y'all. I do love to talk. Rhonda, on the other hand, though, that's the one of many differences in us. Rhonda wouldn't say anything to anybody if she didn't have to. Like when she goes to Walmart and the cashier, I get a little offended if the cashier doesn't say, hey, how are you? That's just right up Rhonda's alley. If the woman don't talk to her, she's fine. Our daddy was a talker. Daddy never met a stranger. Um, Daddy would talk even when nobody was there. Daddy could just talk. So I guess I did inherit a little bit more than I realized because when I was about 19 and I got my first public job, and it's like once that ice was broken, I just I I'll talk to anybody that's willing to stand there and listen to me. All right, Rhonda's fixing to go eat her hamburger helper. Where they work, her and her husband work together. They have to be at work at 5 o'clock in the mornings. So they have an early bedtime. So I'll just tell her um, to so glad you stopped in, and we'll get caught up definitely later. But just be careful going to work, and how can I say this? University of Georgia, University of Georgia. She'll know what it means. Some people will knock hamburger helper. I guess it's almost kind of considered like a microwave meal sometimes, but I love me some hamburger helper. And cheeseburger macaroni is my favorite. I've tried the lasagna and we tried the beef stroganoff, and it seems like we did a taco one or something, but by far, cheeseburger macaroni is my absolute favorite. Oh, Lynn, I don't know that I could ever I don't think I could ever get Rhonda um, to do one. I don't know though. I might could, she said yepers. Not to us doing one together. She knew what I meant, what I told her. In one of Derek's shorts, it was a little thunderstorm that came up while we were at their house actually. I'm surprised YouTube allowed it to stay up because my sister actually said a bad word, but it had thundered really bad or lightning really close and thundered. And she got so annoyed that you could hear her in the background. She actually got onto Derek for filming and not letting us know that he was filming. So yeah, I'm not sure if I could get her to do a live with me or even a video. Oh, Lynn, you like the stroganoff one? It wasn't bad, but it's just not something I wanted a lot of. And I know, I guess I'm going all over the place, but I guess telling that ghost story from when I was 5, I so remember watching the commercial for Hamburger Helper. It always used to kind of freak us out when the hand would jump up on the table and start talking, to people. If I remember the commercial correctly, I think it was just the hand that would talk. What does that mean, Joey? Yeah, I'm born and raised a Georgia girl. Have I said something though that made y'all think otherwise? Sometimes I am a picky eater and stuff. When I was, well, even now, I'm not too fond of tea nor greens. I think that's like two of the main commodities that you're supposed to have if you're a true Georgia person. Oh, my accent? Thank you. It's one of those, I've been told that from somebody I talked to on the phone years ago. I don't ever think of myself as having an accent. And I try not to. I mean, I don't think I'm not doing anything on purpose. I'm just talking. It's just me. And it may be become more pronounced the more relaxed I do get. And I'm not a good cooker, but I thought, maybe, I don't know, I might could do some sort of little cooking video or something one of these evenings, and maybe a short or just a like a 5 minute video. But y'all, I'm serious. I'm not a good cook. Um, the first meal, me and Derek got married, which was March 21st, 1998. That was a Saturday. I think I tried to cook chicken that Sunday for lunch, and it did not go well. Um, I had the eye on high, about let the chicken burn. So the outside looked pretty, but the inside wasn't even done. Some of it was. The very middle wasn't. So, knock on wood, I'm glad I didn't give him, salmonella on our anniversary, or I mean on our honeymoon. Now, my mama could cook anything. And there wasn't hardly anything she didn't like to eat. I mean, I really can't think of anything that she just was turned off by. But me, I definitely did not inherit that taste bud of hers, because there's a lot of things I don't care for. Oh, hi, Teresa. No, that's where Derek's wrong about me wearing shoes. Y'all, I do not. Now, when I was a kid, I would go barefooted. I can't stand being barefooted now. I would honestly sleep in my shoes if they were more comfortable, but I do sleep in my socks. I don't go barefooted. And usually, like if we gang up over here, that's the first thing my two sisters do when they get here. They take off their shoes and walk around my filthy house barefooted. I have 15 people watching y'all. Y'all don't. I appreciate this. Um, because I had actually I commented to Joey last night that I just really didn't know what to expect. I told Joey though that it may just be me and him and Derek, and I couldn't even really make sure Derek. I figured he would be here as my safety net. But hey, Nanny Tam. But yeah, it's real nice to see everybody. Like I said, I know y'all aren't used to doing a live, or not seeing me anyway, on Tuesday nights at 6 o'clock Eastern time. But and I may not do this every week. It's just really gonna depend on how work goes. Derek, what do they call that? Photo bombing? You actually scared me. I still got ghost stories on my mind. Plus, my ankle was itching, so I already had an oddball angle. Yeah. He made a special appearance. It's almost like if you capture a celebrity in the background of a picture. Did I just call him a celebrity? Yeah, video bombed. No, Lynn, no, I don't do heels. Um,
Did you see me this time?
I'm sure she did. I don't go barefooted. I forget how old I was. Me and Rhonda used to go barefooted all the time. But I actually cut my toe on a piece of glass. We were walking beside the house, or just a little road. And I thought I had just stepped on a little sticker bush because there was a car coming, so we had to get off the road. And I thought I just stepped on a little sticker bush. So we were walking back to Mom and Daddy's service station. We had just been down the road, like walked around the block just to kill time, and too much information. But my toe was hurting. But like I said, anybody stepped in a weed, a little sticker bush, it hurts. But I noticed the more I got to walking and just normal walking, there was blood actually going out in front of me as I was taking a step. So I'd cut my toe pretty bad on a piece of glass. And I think just in my 7, 8-year-old mind, however I was scared to go barefooted then after that. Um, oh, really, Nanny Jam? You can't stand socks? I can't stand not to wear them. I'm not knocking anybody's appearance. But it wasn't until I glanced at the screen and saw me a little delayed here. My teeth are super crooked in this video. That is something I inherited from Mama. Didn't get her cooking skills, didn't get her green thumb. Mama could make anything grow, but I did get her overlapping front teeth. Are you talking to me, Joey? I'm on that first tablet that Derek's buddy bought him. It's way better than that little camera that I tried to go on Derek's live with. He kept blaming it on the computer, but it wasn't the computer, it was that camera. Yeah, Lynn, I don't like flip flops either. Now, when I was a kid, I mean, we used to wear them. And I've never been much of a sandal wearer neither. Um, Derek helped me do the logo. And the blue rose is more of, that was more of Rhonda and Mama's thing. Because they did like the flowers and stuff, but they always talked, there's no natural blue roses. And so Rhonda's actually, her stepson is a tattoo artist, and he's very good at what he does. But he had did a big old blooming rose, just an open rose on one of her shoulders. I can't remember now which one. But the color that he used when he was first done, it was a beautiful blue. But then, like the next 2 or 3 days, it started turning more of a green color. So what he done later was just a long stemmed, more of a closed bud, long stemmed blue rose on her forearm between her end of her elbow and her wrist. But now that one turned out really, really pretty. What is it, Ginger? Do we have any chickens? No. And I don't think I'm gonna get in trouble for saying this because I won't say the name, but because I know I don't haven't never mentioned before, but I actually sell poultry house equipment, industrial poultry house equipment. I've been doing that now for years. Um, but we'll have people come in that's got, what we call backyard flocks, and we sell a little bit of stuff for that, but most of what we sell are for the, like I said, the 500 foot, 42 foot wide, 500 foot long chicken houses. I'm sorry, y'all. I have been talking so much that I hadn't been really paying attention to much on the chat. Um, yes, Derek is correct. I do not like yard eggs. My great grandma, um, me and Rhonda, even when we were like 16 years old, we would spend the night with her sometimes, and that's all she had was yard eggs. And she would wake us up, and I could literally smell them things cooking, and it would nearly turn my stomach. I guess I had just got so used to just a different colored yolk because her eggs was brown, and I liked the white ones. I thought white eggs was store bought, and I thought brown ones were yard eggs, and that may be the standard. I really don't know if there's white yard eggs, but there was just something about the yellow, the smell of it cooking. That yellow was just so much stronger in it, and to try to mix it with grits, it just always was off putting to me and Rhonda. Um, oh yeah, no, I mean I'm not turned off to eggs. It's just yard eggs. Like I said, there's just something about them being just so much stronger. I guess it's like the difference in beef and deer. I mean, deer has that gamier taste, and I guess that's what I'll say that a yard egg has a more gamier taste. So, which we don't eat a lot of eggs, though. Honestly, I don't know why. Now I'll do like potato salad sometimes. Put eggs in that, and um, Derek's favorite is deviled eggs. Oh, that's weird, Nanny to him. Yeah, richer taste, Melinda. That sounds better. A richer taste. Now, I never knew my daddy's daddy, but now he would not eat an egg at all. Um, he couldn't get past where they come from, so uh, he would not eat eggs of any kind. I don't know, Lynn, about my Derek. Sometimes will tell me that I must have been a bloodhound in a past life because I have always had a strong sense of smell. And so he's always teased me about that. Said I must have been a bloodhound in a past life because I smell some things that he claims he can't. No, Derek ain't scared of a yard egg. Joey. But now I do love some boiled eggs too. Always have. The only thing I hate though about boiled eggs, I used to have the standard salt and pepper shaker, and then we started getting the little grinder things from Walmart. So wasn't thinking about it, just got the black pepper and the sea salt grinder, and it was the first time that I was going to do a boiled egg. I'm standing there holding it with this grinder, and I'm like, how is this supposed to work? So yeah, I think I'm gonna have to just go back to my standard salt shaker just for the boiled egg, to where you stand there, salt it, take a bite, salt, and take a bite. We've got 20 minutes left. I hope these 40 minutes hadn't been just agonizingly torture. I know I've enjoyed it. I'm not fixing to go by no means, but um, I know now when Derek, used to complain about the hour going by so fast. I'm like, really? Because an hour is an hour. That, you know, um, I wish these hours would go by faster at work. We've been kind of slow lately, and phew, that always makes for a long day. I'll probably try to wrap it up though, starting about 5 till, because I know some people like to go watch Tony, um, and I know he comes on at 7. So yeah, Melinda, I probably could, or I could put the egg in a bowl or on a plate and go ahead and salt it. But now I don't do pepper on my boiled eggs, and I know some people do though. Yeah, Piggy, time always flies when you're having fun. So I hope the 40 something minutes has went by for y'all too fast. um, I have just never had confidence in really anything that I've done, um, which I've got to try to get over that. I think it's what Piggy said a while ago. In here, it is what it is. So, like I said, and I may not get to do this every week, um, because on every other Wednesday at work, we get our inventory truck, and it normally gets there first thing, like at 8 o'clock on Wednesday mornings. So I always try to usually just kind of get in the bed early. Try to just, if I don't even sleep, just relax. And so, and I know it's not late, but sometimes, like I said, I don't know if this is going to be a weekly thing yet, or every other week thing. We'll just have to, I'll just have to really see how each Tuesday, I guess, goes. Because work is always, it can change from day to day. Sometimes we can be super slow, and then sometimes we can be super busy. We do have lots of chicken houses, though, in our county. Um, and I'm sure they're everywhere. We've got some customers that come from middle Georgia, down to us. And we've got, like I said, I'm not going to say the name of the place, but we have stores. There's like 94 stores across the United States. So we're kind of a big chain, and we're all kind of scattered to where we're not really competing with our next door. They 2 hours away, 3 hours away. So Lynn, I'm not sure if YouTube will allow me to say it's an adult beverage. I changed. I didn't want y'all to hear a can open in the middle of this, so I went ahead and opened one and just changed the Huggy. Um, so now I'm using a Superman Huggy. I don't even know where it come from, but I found it in the drawer and it fit the can. So yeah, Piggy, it's a cold snack. Cold snack. That's exactly what it is. But y'all know that one's been sitting over here for 40 minutes open. It's not so cold anymore. But like I said, I didn't want to have Derek bring me one or hear y'all or have y'all hear a pop in the background. When I talk to Rhonda on Saturday and Sunday mornings, she knows exactly, what a popping top sounds like on my Diet Mountain Dews. Sometimes it's Diet Mountain Dews, not always. So I guess most of y'all are getting ready for 10 Killer this weekend. Or it's Friday. I keep forgetting that. It's Friday. Derek got the hats and stuff, which I'm sure he was going to talk about this tomorrow on his live, but he did send the hats out yesterday. Oh, I see that, Ginger. Derek wondered about that. He mentioned that actually yesterday evening that y'all will probably be on the road when he's live tomorrow night. And for everybody that's going, we wish y'all a safe trip. And don't even have to say have a good time because that's just going to be a standard, a given. I'm sure everybody will. And we will definitely, though, try to watch any videos that come of it. Um, and we do really appreciate everybody, wanting us to be there, but it was not possible this time. Um, Maybe later in the year, maybe a fall trip, because I'm sure Derek can, talk to others about it. I would love to maybe have, plan another meetup, maybe a little closer, or have the Georgia meetup. But that we'll just have to kind of plan on that and make that happen for sure. My hair's getting knotted up in the back. I can feel it. Um, yeah, Nanny Tam, I bet it will. Um, until some of the lives can start, or just downloading even shorts or something. Oh, Lynn, you're going as well? That's good. Derek, is that really sound advice, or are you just being mean? Yeah, I think he's just being mean. My chapstick again. That's only twice, though. I've used it since I went live, so if I'm not doing too bad, I think that's only twice. Chicken livers. Those are good. That's what's so crazy about me. I'll eat the chicken livers, but I will not touch a gizzard for nothing. Not on purpose, anyway. There was one got into my chicken livers from my local restaurant there in Douglas, and I ate one and quickly realized it wasn't a liver. Do not ever, though, if you're going to be eating the livers, do not ever buy them from a bait shop. There should be signs posted in all respectable bait shops that tell you that they're not, people look at it and think they're cheap, but they have not been properly stored and cleaned and all that. So please don't ever eat chicken livers that come from a bait shop. Yes, Melinda. Pickled eggs will do the same thing onions will. That's something else though. I'll eat boiled eggs all day, but I do not like pickled eggs. And Derek loves them. But you know, he still has that video on his channel where he made pickled eggs, and I've never cared for them. I don't like pickled sausage either. You know, Joey, I don't like hot sauce with mine. I like ketchup. I think we've had this discussion before, and you thought ketchup was just like evil on a chicken liver. But I just eat ketchup on mine. Hey, Gillum Farms. Appreciate you stopping by. I'm going to be getting out of here, though, in about, what, maybe 5 minutes? Oh, Lynn, not you too. The ketchup yuck. Is there anybody in here that just likes ketchup on their chicken livers, or am I the only one? But you know, that is funny, food-wise, that I had a guy telling me today that he literally eats peanut butter on everything. Everything. He put peanut butter on a blueberry muffin and eat it. Now, I don't mind peanut butter, but goodness, a blueberry muffin should be able to, you know, stand alone without peanut butter. Butter, maybe, but peanut butter? He found the little Jif squeeze pack of peanut butter, and I didn't even know they made such. And I guess he was on a roll with it. And because it's in the squeeze pack, he literally, like I said, seemed like he was putting it on everything. Thank you, Piggy, for coming in. It means the world to me. This being my live debut, I really have appreciated everybody that has come in. And like I said, this may not be an every week thing, but I definitely have enjoyed this being my debut and seeing everybody. And actually, guys, I don't know, it's like 6:54, I think. I don't know. Probably just can go ahead and be wrapping it up. like I said, for whatever y'all have planned next. Whether it's still on YouTube or just doing something in the house or whatever. Um, I do, like I said, just want to thank everybody that has come in. It's I was awfully nervous to do it, and I'm not saying I'm relaxed now, but I'm not as nervous. I think I might could get used to this. But I have really enjoyed it, and thank y'all for listening to my ghost story. Like I said, I'll tell those along and along, but just for 21 years, I grew up in that house, and this wasn't just the rambling imaginations of a child. I mean, I was 21 years old when I married Derek and moved out of that house. So there's, just certain things that we couldn't explain, and to this day couldn't be explained. So that's probably something I'll do along and along, if it gets mentioned. But like I said, Talk About Tuesday will just be a hodgepodge of anything, you know, from whatever gets said in the chat to whatever goes on. Something could have exciting happen while I'm sitting here in the chair and we can talk about it. Like I said, it's just going to be a hodgepodge. But there again, y'all, I do appreciate all of y'all coming in. I've got to know y'all through Derek, and I have just basically, it's like Rhonda said earlier in the chat about Gina's other family, and that's exactly what y'all feel like to me, and I know Derek too. So I will let y'all go for the night. Like I said, thanks for being here. Oh, hey, Christine. I appreciate everybody that come in to my live debut. And if I do this again next Tuesday, hope to see y'all back there at 6. Definitely everybody be careful going to 10 Killer. I know y'all are going to have a blast. And I am so happy for everybody that's getting to go. Wish we could be there too. But y'all just take care. Love each of y'all and have a good night. Bye. Huh?